Not only domestic media, international media also highlighted Jokowi's decision to choose his rival in the election, Prabowo, to become the Minister of Defense. The Washington Post, for example, launched a news story titled "Indonesia President Names Election Rival as Defense Minister." In the news, a human rights activist said that the appointment of Prabowo as the Indonesian defense minister would make it difficult for Jokowi to improve Indonesia's poor human rights record. Not only the Washington Post, the New York Times, and news portals from Singapore, such as Channel News Asia and the Straits Times, also highlighted Jokowi's steps to include Prabowo in his new cabinet, the Advanced Indonesian Cabinet. Furthermore, The Guardian even considers Prabowo's appointment as minister a dark day for human rights. The same thing was also written by the Australian media, the Sydney Morning Herald, with the title of the article "From Enemies to Allies in 6 Short Months, Jokowi to Invite Prabowo into the Cabinet." Even this Singaporean media wrote the title "Indonesians Angry, Disappointed over Jokowi's Decision to Include Prabowo in the New Cabinet." Aside from the highest ministerial defense budget of 127.4 trillion, is there something more interesting, but can many be unaware? One of the victories in yesterday's presidential choice, Prabowo Subianto, was based on the military. Military and national defense are not complicated problems for Prabowo. Prabowo will receive an additional 4-star honors as an honor after being fired for allegedly violating human rights. Indonesia has a legal basis of the country, namely the 1945 Constitution, that in one of the articles in the 1945 Constitution, Article 8, Paragraph 3, the 1945 Constitution states, "If the President and Vice President die, stop, be dismissed, or are unable to carry out their obligations in their concurrent terms of office, the implementation of presidential duties shall be the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of the Interior and the Minister of Defense together." Then what will happen after that? What does Prabowo actually count?